Hey everybody. Okay, so we are in episode 4 now of our Morrowind Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind adventure. And before we leave Seydanin,
What systems do you need?
we're gonna try to find Volosnius Nuciosus. These names are just silly.
Go ahead, stranger. What?
I'm waiting.
I think it's this guy that doesn't like us. Not happy here. In fact, no, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please, you'll be doing me a real favor. Sure, we'll buy the darn cursed ring. You're a lifesaver. I'll grab the next boat out of here. Thanks again, and I hope your luck here is better than mine was. Okay. I asked myself, do I like you enough to tell you about this right after we help him? Yeah. I don't like that mechanic. I think if you resolve a quest with an NPC and they're happy, it should change their affect toward you. Let's look at this ring. I guess it's a peril. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Fortify Athletics, 5 points for 60 seconds on Stealth. So I don't really wear it. It's more like when I do magic, I get to select it. What happens if I wear it? You can't wear it. Okay. Oh, okay. Over here. This is where it comes into play. Got 95 out of 95 charge. Okay, so now it is equipped. Whoa! Look at the speed! Look out, here we go. I don't know that it's faster or not. I don't even know if it worked, to be honest. Did it work? This is walking. I want to say it seems a little faster. We're leaving Seydanin. The names. By Silt Strider. We're heading this way. Oh, we got a fishing pole earlier. There isn't fishing it. I probably sold it. Oh, it's here. Oh, you cannot equip the fishing pole. It looks like there's something... Oh, but we can swim. Uh-huh. Oh, is that something I see over there, too? Oh, there's underwater combat? Okay, we're getting out of here. Getting out of here. We're gonna die. This might be our first death. Oh, it was so close. What? My light armor increased. Oh, because I have the, I like that it pauses the combat, because it can get a little hectic here. I like that it, because I'm wearing some of the light armor, it's increasing that skill, even though I'm wearing some heavy and some light. That's nice. Let's put this Hearth's Heal back into place here. We haven't even used our real skill, which is, alright, Drain Agility. So is Agility red? Is green health? How tired you are. Magicka. And no, red is health. Green is how tired you are. So let's heal ourselves. Yeah, come up here on land. See how you do up here. You failed at casting the spell. Okay. What if I rest right here? Okay. This is old school gaming at its best right here. Just the grind. What'd you do for the first 20 levels? Oh, I just hit rats and I went fishing, air quotes. As the sun sets on the shores of St. Nain, the rat and I duked it out. Oh, it's dead. Alright, fish, you're next. I want to kill at least one fish. Maybe there is a way to fish and I just don't know. Maybe this is how you fish. Slaughter fish. I wonder when they're stunned if there's like a special attack I can do. Ooh, scales. Value, nada. Alright. This is leveling up my hand-to-hand combat pretty quickly. I've also just leveled my character. Orc hate fish. Slaughter fish. Oh, I better get out of the water. Ooh. Alright, let's rest until healed. I'm gonna pause the video until I finish killing this rat. Alright, we killed the rat and we were able to rest for 1 hour. And we get to level up again. I'm wondering with the melee attack, and I'll have to do some research on this unless you want to add in the comments if you add recent or currently, and it's not like a year later that you're seeing this. Because I'll be doing something else at that point. But I'm wondering if the hand-to-hand combat doesn't scale very well with levels. So we're always going to put 1 into speed because I think that will just help with overall moving around the map. We're going to do some agility and then always put some into strength. I don't know what these times too. Maybe it's every level you get a bonus on if you put it into the recommended. Maybe that's what they're doing here. Yeah, our endurance is 62 right now. Luck is always something I like to pour into as well. I almost feel like it's more important. But we're going to do that for now. Yay, we've leveled up. And I forgot to read the thing. Oh, wait. No, this is episode 4. Alright. Okay. What's storming? I think maybe... What's nearby? Is that cave nearby? Maybe we can go in here and rest. There we go. Oh, it's 5 a.m. already. I thought maybe it was a little bit later than that. Let's do 3 hours. There we go. Try it off a little bit. Oh, it's still raining. And we're soaked. Let's go back to that cursed ring. It's got 18 out of 91. I guess that's the charge. Maybe you can replenish the charges on items somehow. I know that's a feature in some of the other games. Alright. Normal running speed. Let's go from this post to the door. Ready? 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. About 9 seconds. And then let's do our spell. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8. About 8 seconds. I don't know that it made a huge difference, or my counting could be off. We're gonna head north. That cursed ring. We could run along the bay here too. We don't really know where we're going. If only there were some sort of signposts along the way. Alright, there we go. Gotta turn the rain down a little bit. Ebonheart. Balmora is this way. And we want to go this way then. Our orc character is intrigued about the Emperor wanting... Oh, what is this? Oh, wait a second. I'm thinking maybe that little yellow bar that comes up is the health of your enemy. Dispose of corpse. Balmora is this way. Oh, the temptation. Oh, the temptation. What is that? Small collop. The temptation being to explore everything, but I'm going to reel that in a little bit. What is this? I say as I try to limit myself on exploration. Andrano Ancestral Tomb. This actually looks more like a home than a tomb. Oh, and it's open. Well, in we go to the Andrana Ancestral Tomb. There's a ghost. We might die. I don't think I'm doing any damage to it. It's doing damage to me. It's old school attacks too. I can't dodge its spell. It's run. Ancestral ghost. Dead body. Ooh, a war axe. Oh, I don't have to be quick because this is all... It's paused. Okay, so we found this dead body here, and we got an Ancestral War Axe, I think it was? One-handed Chitin War Axe. It's in good condition. It doesn't say anything magical about it, so I don't know that it's going to do any damage. But I'm going to see if this thing takes more damage from a weapon, or it has no effect. Alright, at least it tells you that it has no effect. Oh, that has no effect either. Ghost Curse. It says right here, drain fatigue, Ghost Curse 10 points, drain attribute, endurance 5 points. Yeah, so honestly our best deal right here. You can try the Silver Dagger. Oh yeah, it took some damage with the Silver Dagger. It's just hard to hit. No! Try to backstab it. Shield is an action now. I was thinking we might get a little bit more action out of the silver. I was trying to block. I was trying to right click the block. Alright, I think this is something that we can accomplish. We tried all our different weapons. Nothing was effective. So we will have to come back to the Ancestral Andrano tomb at a later point with some magical weapons, I think. And magic. Let's go back to healing with that. You failed at casting the spell. You failed it. Oh. We're gonna have to try to heal. Your rest has been interrupted. Oh, that's it, huh? They die so much faster with edged weapons. I'm gonna have to really scale up my melee attacks. Alright, back along the road. That looks dangerous. It's gonna drown. What was this called? Doesn't even have a name. If that yellow bar is its health, we're not doing any damage. I should have paid attention on the rat. We have knocked it down twice though, that's a good sign. Oh, there it goes. The yellow damage? Yeah. I think we've tired it out. We've got it at half health. A guar. A guar or a gar? Alright, that yellow bar is almost diminished to nothing, which means... Let's see if it can run back up to me. Its bar is still there, but it was very low. That may have been it. That was it. We killed the guar. Not the band, mind you. The mob. Was it protecting anything? Really can't see. I kind of like that I can't see. Alright. We did pretty well. I'm proud of Mac here, our orc. Oh, we got some buildings over here. Now that's either Pelagiad or maybe it's Balmora. Maybe we skipped some towns here. Got some people. Pelagiad. Now let's go there, see if we can't stay the night. Hello, just a friendly orc. What do you want? Well, it doesn't look like you have anything you can offer me.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Alright. Apelles Matius. He's recently arrived from Cyrodiil. You'll likely find him inspecting the grounds at Ebonheart. Okay, yeah, we knew that. Okay. Vampires are rare, but hated by the Dunmer. Okay, so this is not new information. Madras Navar's house. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. Madres Navur. Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? Then you'll want to know where the services are. Yeah, I do. My poor eyes. Mebestian Ensi, the Breton, is a trader, deals in bit of everything. Eulernil is a high elf and fair smith. Shadbak Grauberg is the smith at Fort Pelagiad. The imperial cult shrine is at Fort Pelagiad, with a healing altar. Good to know. And Igfa, the healer, sells cure potions. Ladia Flarugrius and Hanasi are trainers. You can usually find them at Halfway Tavern. Pelagiad is a small place, just a halfway house, the halfway trade house, a couple of merchants, a few colonists. In Fort Pelagiad, most of us are outlanders, colonists from the Empire, adventurers looking for our fortunes. To the west of town, roads lead south west to Sedanine, south to Ebonheart, southeast through Ascadian Isles to Vivek, and north to Balmora. We have no travel services, but walking is good exercise. Someone in particular. Angaril of Vulkelgard is the boss of Fort Pelagiad. Jalasa Ramathran is the publican of the halfway trade house. Nobody else important I can think of. And if you're looking for someone in jail, you need to look in the fort, of course. The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivek, Sedanine, Balmora, and points north, and then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon there's a few shops and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. If you don't know better. You'd think you were in Daggerfall or some other high rock town. My trade. I'm an acrobat. As an entertainer, my job is to amaze and amuse my patrons, but in my more discreet vocation as a second story man and connoisseur of treasures and secrets, my job is to come and go without attracting notice, and to effectively discourage pursuit when I am noticed. Running, swimming, or leaping, my art is to leave my less agile, less swift pursuit behind. Maybe a little dark brotherhood here. Thinking of setting yourself up as a mercenary or questing hero? Not much call for that around here. Rats and the occasional bandit are our only problems. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot to do here. Pelagiad's Imperial Cult Shrine is in Fort Pelagiad. Alright. The altar there cures disease and poison, and Igfid the healer sells cure potions. Alright, so good to know that cure poison. Trapdoor to Pelagiad's house. And he has a book here. The Black Arrow. Wait. Madre says. So Madres, you said you're an acrobat. You are swift and agile. You got a book with the word black and a trap door. I'm just thinking that maybe you're a thief. I'm just gonna tell you to your face, out of respect for your kindness. So we don't want to anger him, but we can take a look. Got a petty soul gem there. Anything else good? We got nothing here. Oh. Nothing illegal. Just inspecting your goods. Netch leather. Racer plumes. And a book. The Black Arrow, Volume 1. Ooh, you gain knowledge from this book. Your acrobatics skill is increased to 16. And it's the Black Arrow Part 1. Alright, 15 pages. Now I went through it real slow, so if you want to kind of pause your way through and read it yourself, you can. But I'm going to read it all out loud. By Gorgic Guine, something like that. I was young when the Duchess of Woda hired me as an assistant footman at her summer palace. My experience with the ways of the titled aristocracy was very limited before that day. There were wealthy merchants, traders, diplomats, and officials who had large operations in Eldenroot and ostentatious places for entertaining, but my relatives were all far from those social circles. There was no family business for me to enter when I reached adulthood, but my cousin heard that an estate far from the city required servants. It was so remotely located that there were unlikely to be many applicants for the positions. I walked for 5 days into the jungles of Valenwood before I met a group of riders going my direction. They were 3 Bosmer men, 1 Bosmer woman, 2 Breton women, and a Dunmer man. Adventurers from the look of them. Are you also going to Moliva? Asked Prolissa, one of the Breton women, after we made our introductions. I don't know what that is, I replied. I'm seeking a domestic position with the Duchess of Woda. We'll take you to her gate, said the Dunmer Missin Akin, pulling me up to his horse. But you would be wise not to tell her grace that students from Moliva escorted you. Not unless you don't really want that position in her service. Akin explained himself as we rode on. Moliva was the closest village to the Duchess's estate, where a great and renowned archer had retired after a long life of military service. His name was Hiamaste, and though he was retired, he had begun to accept students who wished to learn the art of the bow. In time, when word spread of the great teacher, more and more students arrived to learn from the master. The Breton women had come down all the way from their western reach of high rock. Akin himself had journeyed across the continent from his home near the great volcano in Morrowind. He showed me the ebony arrows he had brought from his homeland. I had never seen anything so black. From what we've heard, said Kapale, one of the Bosmer men, the Duchess is an imperial whose family has been here even before the empire was formed. So you might think that she was accustomed to the common people of Valenwood. Nothing could be further from the truth. She despises the village, and the school most of all. I suppose she wants to control all the traffic in her jungle, laughed Prolissa. I accepted the information with gratitude and found myself dreading more and more my first meeting with the intolerant Duchess. My first sight of the palace through the trees did nothing to assuage my fears. It was nothing like any building I had ever seen in Valenwood. A vast edifice of stone and iron, with a jagged row of battlements like the jaws of a great beast. Most of the trees near the palace had been hewn away long ago, I could only imagine the scandal that must have caused, and what fear the Bosmer peasants must have had of the Duchy of Woda to have allowed it. In their stead was a wide gray-green moat circling in a ring around the palace, so it seemed to be an perfect, if artificial, island. Seen such sights and tapestries from High Rock and Imperial Province, but never in my own land. There'll be a guard at the gate, so we'll leave you here, said Akin, stopping his horse on the road. It'd be best for you if you weren't damned by association with us. I thanked my companions and wished them good luck with their schooling. They rode on, and I followed on foot. In a few minutes' time, I was at the front gate, which I noticed was linked to tall and ornate railings to keep the compound secure. When the gatekeeper understood that I was there to inquire about a domestic position, he allowed me past and signaled to another guard across the open lawn to extend the drawbridge and allow me to cross the moat. There was one last security measure, the front door. An iron monstrosity with the Woda coat of arms across the top, reinforced by more strips of iron and a single golden keyhole. The man standing guard unlocked the door and gave me passage into the huge gloomy gray stone palace. Her Grace greeted me in her drawing room. She was thin and wrinkled like a reptile, cloaked in a simple red gown. It was obvious that she never smiled. Our interview consisted of a single question. Do you know anything about being a junior footman in the employment of an imperial noblewoman? Her voice was like ancient leather. No, Your Grace. Good. No servant ever understands what needs to be done, and I particularly dislike those who think they do. You're engaged. Life at the palace was joyless, but the position of junior footman was very undemanding. I had nothing to do on most days except to stay out of the way of the Duchess's sight. At such times, I usually walked 2 miles down the road to Maliva. In some ways, there was nothing special or unusual about the village. There are thousands of identical places in Valenwood, but on the hillside nearby was Master Hiamaste's archery academy, and I would often take my often take my luncheon and watch the practice. Prolissa and Akin would sometimes meet me afterwards. With Akin, the subjects of conversation very seldom strayed far from archery, though I was very fond of him. I found Prolissa a more enchanting companion, not only because she was pretty for a Breton, but also because she seemed to have interest outside the realm of marksmanship. There's a circus in High Rock I saw when I was a little girl called the Quill Circus, she said, during one of our walks through the woods. They've been around for as long as anyone can remember. You have to see them if you ever can. They have plays and sideshows, and the most amazing acrobats and archers you've seen. That's my dream, to join them someday when I'm good enough. How will you know you're a good enough archer? I asked. She didn't answer, and when I turned, I realized that she had disappeared. I looked around bewildered until I heard laughter from the tree above me. She was perched on a branch, grinning. I may not join as an archer. Maybe I'll join as an acrobat, she said. Or maybe as both. I figured that Valenwood would be the place to go to see what I could learn. You've got all those great teachers to imitate in the trees here, those ape men. She coiled up, racing her left leg before springing forward on her right. In a second, she had leapt across to a neighboring branch. I found it difficult to keep talking to her. The Imga, you mean? I stammered. Aren't you nervous up at that height? It's a cliché, I know, she said, jumping to an even higher branch. But the secret is not to ever look down. Would you mind coming down? I probably should anyhow, she said. She was a good 30 feet up now, balancing herself, arms outstretched, on a very narrow branch. She gestured toward the gate just barely visible on the other side of the road. This tree is actually as close as I want to get to your Duchess's palace. I held back a gasp as she dove off the branch, somersaulting, until she landed on the ground, knees slightly bent. That was the trick, she explained, anticipating the blow before it happened. I expressed to her my confidence that she would be a great attraction at the Quill Circus. Of course, I know now that never was to be. On that day, as I recall, I had to return early. It was one of the rare occasions when I had to work, of a sort, to do. Whenever the Duchess had guests, I was to be at the palace. That is not to say that I had any particular duties, except to be seen standing at attention in the dining room. The stewards and maids worked hard to bring in the food and clear the plates afterwards, but the footmen were purely decorative, a formality. But at least I was an audience for the drama to come. The Black Arrow, Volume 1. Well, thanks, Madras Navar, for the story, and we're going to head on in to Pelagiad. It's now dark and stormy again.
Speak, traveler.
Alright, nothing new there. Another guard. Nothing new there. We're going to keep going. Oh, that's locked.
What's this about?
Merburius. Armivus. Merburius Verharmius. Oh my god, I can't say these names. Oh, MH. Merburius. Merburius. Just here for an inspection, Merburius. Checking your sacks. Checking your baskets. Your cupboards. Make sure you are... How do you soul gems? I want to say that the soul gems, just like... in other games, we can use the soul gems to recharge things like the ring. Another trap door. I didn't notice in the Ancestral if there were trap doors. We got urns. Scuttle. Alright. So many things to check. I don't think you have anything that I want, dude. So I'm gonna be nice to you, Merburius. I see by your outfit, Mac, that your affairs have prospered. Can I help you? He's a warrior, too. Okay. His rumor. How do you think it was the bloated imperial plutocrats got the charter to exploit the Caldera ebony deposits and not a native great house or local colonist? Big fat bribes, I tell you, and friends in high places. His advice. Things are pretty tame hereabouts, but get off the roads and head northwest into the Bitter Coast or northeast into the Ashlanders, and things get a lot more interesting in a hurry. His secret. Alright, the Daedra stuff, which we've heard. I'm a warrior by trade. I know how to fight when necessary. That's weird. I just hit the scroll wheel and what's going on in the background is scrolling up and down the Game Pass screen. That's bizarre. But it's also scrolling the text. Old games on new computers. But I much rather look so tough that critters give up or run away when they see me. Personally, I favor long blades of all kinds. They use long blades of many different styles and craftsmanships here in Morrowind. And I wear medium armor for a decent balance of protection and mobility, but I train with various weapon types and armor types. And like any good warrior, I'm my own armorer. Don't want to fight with worn weapons and worn armor. Angril of Vukil Guard is the boss of Fort Pelagiad. Belasar Ramothron is the publican in the halfway house. Okay, that's it. I think we're all good. There's nothing to read in here, so I don't know that beyond that conversation we're going to find much. But that's where the warrior lives. Now, there are these trapdoors. I'm wondering where the trapdoors are accessed. Must be some sort of tunnel system underneath. A dungeon. Any books? That's primarily what we're looking for. You don't really walk like a cat. You walk kind of like the same model of the lizard. Can I help you? Latest rumors? Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Alright, I'm a pilgrim. I search for enlightenment and hope to purify my soul through facing and overcoming the challenges of pilgrimage that reenact the tests and trials of God's saints and heroes. I visit the shrines and make devotions everywhere I travel, in village temple shrines, in the high fane of Vivek, or at the remote shrines scattered all over Vardenfell. Specific place, nothing new. Alright, same stuff. Okay, and that's it. And thanks for your respite from the rain. Maybe the secret passage is through this well. Oh, they're leaving gold in the crates. Mabestine's supplies. I like that they have the signs. This is the halfway tavern. Oh, you can steal the lamp off the building? Oh. A Nyx Hound. Man, he cleared that out with like 2 hits.
I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
Bone mold shield. Do you have any books? Expensive amulets. Alright, this guy's got some proper stuff. Hard to see these. Common left gloves. Hey, don't be impatient, man. I might buy something. Might make your day here.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Same stuff with him. Oh, there's the bed. I'm afraid to even look in a chest with a guard nearby, but I'm gonna look. We're not gonna take anything. What? Your crimes have been... You violated the law. Pay the court 5 gold and surrender your stolen goods, or surrender your stolen goods and serve your sentence of hard labor. I don't know what I did. I didn't steal anything. Pay gold. Was it because I tried to lay in the bed? What did he take from me? I still got my Brotherhood stuff. I got all my main stuff. Oh, was it the, I don't know what it was. Alright, we still have our gold, though. Oh, here's a book. The Pilgrim's Path. Another book over here, The Alchemist Formulary. I hear footsteps. Don't see any. Alright, I'm gonna just rest. We'll see if, like, that gets us in trouble. Nope. Okay. Now let's see what this is. The Pilgrim's Path. Pages. Pilgrim's Path. Here we go. The pilgrim must visit each of the shrines of the seven graces. At each site, the pilgrim must stand before the three-sided stone triolith and read the inscription. To ease the pilgrim's task, the temple has made this list of shrines along with directions and advice to pilgrims. The blessings of each shrine last at least a half day. The Fields of Kuma, Shrine of Humility. Here Lord Vivek met a poor farmer whose gar had died. Oh, are those not evil creatures? I guess they're kind of like horses and I just killed them. The farmer could not harvest his muck without his gar, and he could not provide for his family or his village, so the Lord Vivek removed his fine clothes and toiled in the fields like a beast of burden until the crop was harvested. It is at the Fields of Kuma we go to pray for the same humility Lord Vivek showed on that day. I guess there's a bit of a story in these. The Fields of Kuma are west of Saran on the north shore of the lake Amaya as you head towards Pelagiad. The shrine is between two rocks and most easily noticed while traveling east along the road. The Lofts farm nearby has a small dock on the north bank of Lake Amaya. This is the only dock nearby which the Lofts kindly allows servants of the temple to use. It is customary to leave a portion of muck at the shrine to represent Vivek's humility. To stop the moon. The Shrine of Darien. When Shigarath rebelled against the tribunal, he tricked the moon Bardu into forsaking its appointed path through oblivion. The mad star inspired the moon to hurl itself upon Vivek's new city, which Shigarath, I don't know how to say this word, claimed was built in mockery of the heavens. When Vivek learned of Shigarath's scheme, he froze the rogue moon in the sky with a single gesture and the grace of his countenance. Overwhelmed by the courage and daring of Vivek, the moon Bardu swore itself to eternal service of the tribunal and all its works. Thus the moon now stands guard over the palace and serves as a citadel for the temple's ordinators. The Shrine of Darien is found in the city of Vivek in the temple districts along the western wall of High Fane, the great temple of Vardenfell. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave behind a potion of rising force suitable. Potions may be purchased from the temple. Homemade potions are not acceptable. The Palace, Shrine of Generosity. Long after the Lord Neravir and the tribunal triumphed over Dagath-ur, the people wished to build a monument to the heroes of that war. Vivek thanked them, but said that it would be better to dedicate a monument not only to the glorious heroes, but to all people, great and small, who suffered and died in the war. It became the custom to make offerings here either in thanks of our good fortune or those less fortunate. The Shrine of Generosity is on the top steps of Vivek's palace, the southernmost canton of Vivek City. The customary donation for those in good fortune is 100 gold. The Puzzle Canal, the Shrine of Courtesy. In a battle with Mehrunes Dagon, Vivek gave his own silver longsword to the Deja Lord rather than dishonor himself by fighting an unarmed foe. This so impressed the Dremora, that most honorable and chivalrous of Mehrunes Dagon's Daedric's servants, that they now share a bond of respect and courtesy with the followers of the tribunal, though we must never forget that they are our enemies. The Shrine of Courtesy is found in the heart of the Puzzle Canal, a labyrinth beneath Lord Vivek's palace in the city of Vivek. The journey through the Puzzle Canal can be confusing, and it is suggested that common pilgrims carry a scroll of Almsivi intervention. That's the scroll to make you go back to the temple or whatever, in case they get lost. The Dremora Krazt is found in the center of the Puzzle Canal and will accept a plain silver longsword if spoken to with courtesy. After Krazit accepts the sword, pilgrims must read the inscription of the Triolith, the Macbigicekeys Shrine of Justice. It's not saying with some of these what you would get out of these shrines. Near the altar is Vivek's ash mask. In the days of fire, when Dagoth-ur first crept back into Red Mountain and awakened it, that's the volcano they keep mentioning, Vivek led refugees here as they fled the ash and blight. Weary, they rested here a while. When Vivek awoke, he found himself and all his followers encased in casks of gray ash. Frozen like a sleeping statue and unable to free himself or his people, Vivek was filled with despair. Vivek's tears weakened his ash cask. He tore the ash from his perished followers, breathed life into their lungs, and cured them of the blight. This is Vivek's heroism. His tender heart provides strength when his might fails. The Shrine of Justice is guarded within the Nissus Temple in the village of Nissus, northwest by the road from the town of Aldrin. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a potion of cure common disease as a token of your respect for justice. Suitable potions may be purchased from the temple. Homemade potions are not acceptable. Coal Cave, the Shrine of Valor. Within the Coal Cave, Vivek fought a battle with Ruddy Man, the father of the Drakh. When he defeated Ruddy Man, Vivek spared his life on the condition that Ruddy Man and his children would give up their tough hides to serve as armor for the Dunmer. The Shrine of Valor is inside the Coal Cave, a cavern on the seacoast west of the ancient stronghold Barandus and south of Nissus. The cave mouth faces south towards the sea. It is marked by a large natural arch of stone. The region is wilderness and finding the cave mouth can be difficult. Drug, I don't know how you say this. Within the cave itself are fearsome enemies. Only experienced and capable adventurers should attempt to reenact the epic battle with the... Alright, looks like it's pronounced Dreg. With the Dreg in the cave. Dreg wax may be bought at the temple in Nissus. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a portion of Dreg wax as a token of Vivek's victorious struggle with Ruddy Man. The Ghost Fence, the Shrine of Pride. The Ghost Fence is a lasting symbol of the indomitable will and power of Almsibi, and a monument to Dunmer pride in overcoming its enemies. The Shrine of Pride is found within the Ghost Fence, just northeast of the Ghost Gate itself. The safest route to Ghost Gate is along the Fuyada Mamea, a volcanic ravine running from the top of Red Mountain southwest to its end just below Balmora. An old Dwemer bridge crosses the Fuyada near Fort Moonmoth. That's a place that we've heard of. And Balmora we've heard of, right? So this might be something that we run into. The Shrine of Pride. Within the Ghost Fence, past the Ghost Gate. A pilgrim may follow the Fuyada Mamea all the way to Ghost Gate. Any journey inside the Ghost Fence is dangerous, but even the most timid pilgrim should be safe, so long as he does not stray too far from the Ghost Gate and flees from any minions of Dagoth-ur. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a soul gem in remembrance of our ancestors who were bound to the tribunal's service. That might be one that we actually encounter fairly soon. There's no way I'll remember all this stuff, and I'm assuming important things are put in our journal. As soon as we open the book, let's go to, pilgrimages to the, pilgrimages of the Seven Graces. Okay, I have read the Pilgrim Path and marked the location of each shrine on my map. That makes it seem, or feel at least, a little bit worthwhile. Or realistic, like, we spent a few minutes here reading it, and so it's in our journal. The Alchemist's Formulary. Again, not trying to steal, we're just looking here. This book reeks of no adventure. It's ingredients and recipes, and Mac the Orc has no interest in any of this. He's only interested in books that are about adventure or might provide adventure for himself. He can't walk around a table either. What's on this note? Nothing. Lots of footsteps down here. Like we're playing PUBG. Alright, let's talk to Macbigicekeys
Go ahead,
NC.
stranger. Yes, friend.
Oh, okay. This guard's head model is very unique looking. Almost looks like it's modeled off of an actual person. Just gonna walk right through you. And that looks... looks familiar. Quick save. Macbigicekeys NC. Alright, let's go through his things. Imperial Cult. Okay, rumors. The rumor says the Emperor has repealed the war tax. We've heard nothing official here, but it's about damn time. We haven't had a war in 10 years. Advice: if you're heading into the backcountry, always carry a couple potions. Cure disease, cure blight. Probably good advice. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. That's true. Skooma. Skooma is an illegal narcotic substance made from refined moon sugar. That's why criminals use it as a kind of currency. They say it makes you fast and strong, but clumsy and stupid. Of course, I want nothing to do with it. And neither does the orc Mac. Alright, learnies. And, yeah, alright. So we're gonna go to barter. And we're gonna do a little bartering with him. And we'll see if we find any decent weapons. I'm gonna go through weapons real quick and see if we find anything worthy of us. Alright, going through this screen here. The only thing I found... Oh, gotta think about the magic, though. But I did find a short bow. You can hear my dog barking in the background, probably. And we got a bunch of arrows, too. Miscellaneous. I don't know where the arrows are going to be. Alright. Yeah, we got 99 silver arrows. That was like 300 gold. And... I don't know how to deal with the ghost. That's the thing. We're obviously going to run into more enemies that don't take damage to basic weapons. So until we get like a magic weapon, I don't know. Alright, ends our bartering with Macbigicekeys. No, I'm not talking to you, man. Look at his chest. But yeah, we bartered with him. We got rid of our Dark Brotherhood pauldron on the left side and switched it out for an iron one. Undernill's arms. Alright, maybe we get some better deals there. And we also sold all of our other random stuff in the Halfway Tavern. So yeah, we're definitely going to explore these two different locations, but we're going to go and end that. This is the end of episode 4, I believe. Let's save episode 4 right here. And we'll just put, I can't edit it. Oh, I can, yeah. Episode 4, and, okay, yes. Alright, there it is. I'll also do a quick save just for good measure. And we'll go ahead and we're going to check out these two places next time. That's it. Comment if you like you do. Thanks for watching. And we'll continue the adventure soon. Be well.